it just occurred to me, literally just occurred to me, that smart and dense are actually opposites of each other. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of JJ Plays Modded Minecraft. I'm your host, Jon-Michael Booth, and today we are back on our balcony. Remember way back, many episodes ago, in like the third or fourth episode, I think, when we built this crazy self-opening balcony, and we were able to come out on our balcony and enjoy our beautiful view of the swamp. Well, today is the day that we say goodbye to our beautiful view of the swamp, because I'm taking my bed and I'm taking it to my new home. I'm also taking a bunch of other things. I'm going to take pretty much all of these machines because they are no longer working for us. I removed the ME controller from here, and now I don't even have access to my terminal from out there. I don't have access to anything. So basically, I just need to pick it all up and take it away. Luckily, it's pretty easy to do. You can just sort of shift right click and all these things pop right off. And I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that, that. I'm going to want all of these acceleration cards. I'm going to want all these interfaces. I'm probably going to want all of these, yeah, basically everything. I'm going to want my furnace. How do I get my furnace? Oh, just like that. Okay. I need all these acceleration cards. I need the capacity cards. I should probably take all this ME terminal or ME glass cable. I'm not too worried about the cable for now. I can come back and make more cable if I need to, but this is pretty fast, so I'll just take a bunch of it. There we go. Up here, oops. Yeah, don't do that. Okay. E. Yeah, I've still got room in my inventory. Oh, I probably don't have room in my inventory for all of this coal that's in here, though. So, I can take the hopper. Nope, I can't take the hopper because I don't have room. And then let's put all the coal back. I'll come back for the coal. The coal will have to be a separate trip. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, guys. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, you probably are. Because I made a consideration for this already. What happens when there's too much stuff to fit in my inventory? Right, I just open up my ender pouch, and then I click all the stuff I don't need in there. There's redstone there. There's a chest there. Let's just pick up all this coal and click. Get rid of all the coal. So that's all being loaded into my ME system now, and we're all good. Oops, more coal. This charger, yeah, we should take the charger with us as well. At some point we're going to need that. There is a chest here that we can take. I don't think there's anything in this chest at the moment, but we'll take it anyway. We cannot take the Tesseract right now because right now we have the reactor feeding power into our capacitor, and our capacitor is feeding power into our Tesseract, and our Tesseract is sending power all the way back to the base. This is going to be an issue because right now I have a ton of Yellorium in here, but I have some cyanite starting to build up, which is my waste material, and these cables go nowhere, so I'm not resupplying my reactor anymore. Uh-oh. What's going on? Why is my reactor on? My reactor should not be on right now. Yeah. So you can see these power monitors that we built in a previous episode are not 100% reliable. They don't always turn on and turn off when they're supposed to. Usually that happens if you log off right at a completely inappropriate time, right at a critical time, I should say. Okay, so that's good. Anyway, we've got most of the stuff we need right now. Let's fly away and go to our home. There's a couple really cool things that I want to do in this episode, or between this episode and the next episode or two. Yeah, so one of those things is basically just getting all these machines that we've had in the past up and running again. So there's an order to some of them, but not very many of them. Actually, I have a fluid transposer and a magma crucible, and really those are the only two that have to go in a specific order. So let's just start with some other things. So let's put our splice and slice in here, and then we'll put painting machine. Sure, that's a good one. So these are kind of one-off machines, stuff that I'll use for a little bit of stuff, but not too much. Alloy smelter, sure. Sag mill. The sag mill, well, at some point I'm going to be building a whole bunch of sag mills because, yeah, I like automated processes, and I'm going to be running a bunch of those. The inscriber I'm not going to put down yet. So the fluid transposer and the magma crucible. One of these, I think the fluid transposer is the one that goes down first, right? No, that's not the one that goes down first. It's the other way around. No! Get back here. Okay. So let's try that again. Fluid transposer goes... Oh, wait a minute. Magma crucible goes first. Then the fluid transposer. Okay, so we put our stuff in here, it cooks, it automatically feeds into this one. And then we got a couple spots left over. And I know what you're thinking. I could have put my inscriber in there, but I didn't do that because I want to do something really special with the inscribers. And that's one of the things on the docket for this episode. I want to make a bunch of these. In fact, I want to have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to have 5 inscribers. So I certainly have the resources to make 5 of these things. At least I hope I do. I have 1 already, so I really only need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Well, that's great. And as you can see, I already started digging out the wall here because of what I want to do next. So let's start by stacking up inscribers. 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 inscribers there, and the 5th inscriber actually goes right in the middle here, but I need to put it on something. So let's just put down some cable. And then there, right there. I don't actually need that cable, I just needed something to put the inscriber on because you can't set it on nothing. Alright, now I need a bunch of things. I need export buses. So now I have a few export buses already. Let's see, export buses. Yeah, actually there they are right there, export buses. So these export buses go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to need one right there. Okay. I know I'm going to need at least 2 more export buses, so maybe we should make those. Export bus. Here we go. So hopefully I have enough resources for these guys. 1, 2. Yes. Oh, just enough. Perfect. Okay. Did I drop something? Nope. Thought I dropped something. Must have just been a weird particle effect. So export bus goes over here, and an export bus will need to go under there as well. So I'm just going to have to dig this down so that I can step down here and export bus. There we go. There we go. Let's put the quartz back, and then I need import buses. So I'll need one import bus over here, and then I'll need import buses 1, 2, and I'll need 2 more. Unfortunately, I don't have 2 more. That's okay though. That is okay. And next, I will need some special cable. And that cable that I need is not dense cable, it is smart cable. So let's hook this up. Nope, that's the wrong kind of cable. One, 2, 3. There we go. And then this goes there. Actually, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll only be 4. Oh, I guess I could just connect this like this, and that's not going to break anything. Because that's less than 8. So, yeah, we're all good. Alright. These guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these guys. 1, 2, and unfortunately if I connect these, they will connect directly, so I don't want to do that. I need anchors. Or actually, why don't I just make more import buses? Oh, there's one already, so that's easy. To make another import bus, I need an annihilation core and a sticky piston. Oh, and I have one. Perfect. Okay. So let's take my 2 import buses, come down here, and 1, 2, and then I will go back to my smart cable, not my dense cable. You know, it's funny, I just realized of all the time I've been using applied energistics, it just occurred to me, literally just occurred to me, that smart and dense are actually opposites of each other. I know they're not supposed to be that way. Dense means something else entirely in this regard, but that just hit me. So yeah, call me dumb, but okay. It's night. Let's sleep in our brand new base for the first night. There we go. Okay. So if you haven't figured it out yet where all this is going, I have this P2P tunnel hooked up down here, which I've programmed on both ends, hooked up to the ME controller, and now I have 12 devices hooked up. So remember, this dense cable supports up to 32 devices, so I have 4 over here, I have 4 over here, that's 8, I have 3 over here, 9, 10, 11, and then I have 1 over here, which is 12. And those 12 devices are import and export buses going into these particular things. These guys are all online. However, the inscribers are all offline because they don't have any power. Well, we can fix that. We can fix that by coming over to this chest where I brought some stuff previously. So I'm going to need a tesseract, and I'm going to need some of that ender conduit that we made before. So I cleared a little bit of space out back here just so I could work. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is number 5. And this doesn't really matter where we connect it. So let's just connect it like that. And then we'll stick a tesseract right there. We will make sure it's on the right network. That is set to receive power, which it is. And there we go. Now all of our inscribers are powered up. And because they're all connected to my ME network, I should be able to do some really great stuff here. So, to start with, we're going to need silicon. So, got some of that. Oh, I've actually already got some. I need some redstone. I'm going to need all of my presses. So, logic press, calculation press, an inscriber engineering press, and at least one of these silicon presses. So then we come over here, and we have to put one of these presses in each one of our inscribers. There we go. You can see they all have power, and they are ready to import some things. Over here, we need to set up these imports. So on the bottom will be printed silicon, over here will be redstone, and then on the top we will import our 3 kinds of pressed things that I don't think we have any of those yet. So, but let's see what we can do. So we need some diamonds. Then we need some Certus quartz, but I think we need pure Certus. So let's just take one of those. And then we need some gold. So that's the last one. Perfect. And so we come back over to our presses. Oops, I forgot the silicon. That's okay. So we got to figure out which one is which here. So this is the logic press, and the logic press, I believe, is that the gold? Yes, that's the gold. Okay, so what this guy is going to do, oops, yeah, that just happened. What it was supposed to do, what I was supposed to do, is get some gold out of here. Let's try that again. If we put the gold in the export bus, it's going to pull gold out of my ME system and automatically press it eventually, and then that will go back into the ME system, and so I'm going to start loading up on these guys. That's pretty cool. The next one is the calculation press, so that one gets the pure Certus. Yep, pops in, and that starts going. The next one is got to be the engineering press, so that one gets the diamond. And then the bottom one is the silicon press, and that one gets silicon, which I forgot to grab, but that's okay. You get the idea. One thing I do want to do is jam these things full of acceleration cards so that they actually go really fast. So that's pretty cool. Over here, we need a capacity card, because right now you can only put one thing in here. So if I put a capacity card in here, now it allows us to put multiple things in here. And the things we want to put in here are the things that are being shoved into our ME system right now, which are these guys. Printed logic circuits, printed calculation circuits, and printed engineering circuits. And if I shove these guys in here, 1, 2, 3. Now, all of those things are going to be imported one at a time, and processors are going to be made. So now I can basically just let this whole system run, and it's going to constantly be producing processors for me. That is until I run out of silicon, or until I run out of raw materials. So let's see, silicon. I only have 5 of those left, and I don't even have any silicon left. So I better get some sand. right here and start jamming that into the sag mill. It goes pretty fast. The only problem is I don't have my sag mill connected yet. I don't have any of these things connected, so I'm gonna have to do that. So I'll show you guys again how I go about connecting a row of machines. So for starters, I'm just going to lay down some cable, like maybe some smart cable. Again, I'll go back to my yellow smart cable. The nice thing about this yellow smart cable is pretty much exactly the same as the ME glass cable, but the main difference is you can actually see, just based on the lines that are on it, what how many machines you actually have connected to it. So if I just run this along like that, I should be able to put an import bus in there, which of course I'm going to have to make another import bus. Import bus, and I don't oh, I do have enough. Nice. Okay. So the thing I was working with is the sag mill. So I'm just going to put the import bus on that guy for now. Of course, this isn't connected, so that's the next step. We have to get that connected. So I'm going to take my, is this dense cable I have now? Yes. I'm going to take my dense cable and just do something like this. And then somehow I've got to pop through the wall there. Ow. What the heck was that? I just got attacked by a wall. Alright. Whatever. There. There. Take one of my P2P terminals. Oh, don't I have any more P2P? Let's see. I should really put a terminal down here, because I'm going to be working down here a lot. P2P. Yeah, so I got a couple left. So let's just put them there. Okay. So put the P2P tunnel, put our smart cable connection here. So you can see now this has one channel. Again, one channel because all of this is one channel. Over here, it says we have one channel connected, but there's actually nothing connected because this has not been programmed. So we'll need to program it using the memory card. So let's shift right click on that, and then we'll come over here, and now we need to pick another one of these guys. So I already did the two underneath, so I'm just going to do this one at the end right here, and then hopefully that'll light up. So that should be good, and now we should have a connection to our sag mill. Back up to the top. Ooh, come on. Come on. There we go. Sag mill is now draining stuff into my ME system. The big problem is I don't have any power to these machines. They have a little bit of power in them because there was just power left over in the machines, but I do need to connect power, so I will grab my power conduit and pretty much do exactly the same thing that I did before with the other machines. I could actually probably just take all of this conduit over here somewhere. Do I have another Tesseract with me? I don't. That's okay. Nope. get the shovel out. Break that. And finally, shablamo. So I've got my Tesseract hooked up again, and then that's providing power to all these machines. So we are back in business, kind of. We now have our sag mill loading stuff into our ME system just the way we always wanted it to. Let's pop some acceleration cards in there. Actually, we probably don't need that many, so just 2 of them will probably do for fine. Over here, we have our inscribers going crazy, building our processors. This guy is going to be the slowest one because it's trying to get input from everybody. I really want this to be accelerated, so let's get that up. Let's get that up. Let's get that up. There we go. So this guy should hopefully... Oh, it doesn't have any silicon. Oh, that's because I've got all the silicon. Okay. If I put the silicon back in there, we should be okay. Yep. Load, load, and press. And I still got to fix this one too. I got to get the silicon in here. So I should have done this when I was over here. Grabbed some silicon. So this is the silicon that just came out of my sag mill. Come down here and into the export bus. Put silicon, and then that's going to start pressing. Any second. Oh, no it isn't, because I have all the silicon in my inventory, because I just took it all out. So that goes in there. So there we go. Now we should have all of our machines actually pressing. We've got these guys making printed circuits, and this guy assembling the final processor. So anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing me automate some processor creation. And if you did, click the thumbs up button. In the next episode, I might actually even be able to improve this process even further. So, but for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoy having you guys around. I love making these videos, and I'm going to keep making them as long as you guys keep watching them. So thank you guys so much. I will talk to you guys next time.